Welcome to Wizard World Day, where I will be surrounded by all kinds of nerd stuff all day long. Welcome to the car. I'm about to go drive and get some food and a smoothie. I've been dying for smoothies since I moved because I no longer live next to Jamba Juice, and it's making me really sad. I don't know of any smoothie place, and then I realized, yes, I do know of a smoothie place. It's my coffee place, because they also do smoothies. So I'm gonna go there and test those out, see how they are. I'm gonna go get a little McDonald's sausage McMuffin, because I'm starving and I haven't gone grocery shopping for the week yet. I just got my strawberry smoothie. It's the first time I'm trying it. I pull up, I tell them my order. I don't recognize the person. There's so many. And she's like, oh, you're switching it up today. And I was like, oh my god, I don't like to be known. I'm a regular. I don't like to be a regular. And now I'm gonna try a strawberry smoothie. Not bad. Not bad. I've never had I don't usually have smoothies with cream on top. Oh, say hi, Frankie. Say hi. Taking Frankie for a little walk. We just saw a rabbit hopping by. Alright, come over here. Frankie got brown. She got stressed from being in a hotel. Alright, Frankie, sit. Sit. Shake. Good girl. All you get is a good girl because I'm out of treats. This cat is making my allergies flare up. We have to the right. We have a pyramid head. Wow, they got hardcore lines already set up. Alright, so we're inside of the building. Wandering around trying to figure out where things are. Lisa didn't spend enough time trying to figure out an outfit. So she might be kind of panicked inside, like, I didn't wear anything. I kind of am. She's right. So my goal is to see Alexa cosplay from the 100.
Oh yeah, for spreading germs. Every time I shake all of your hands, I get sick. And then I bring it home to my wife and my baby.
What you basically said is I've just inadvertently infected your daughter. Yeah.
Hi, Portland. How are you guys? Man, it would take... This is a big ass room.
Like today.
Fly out a little bit. Oh wait, that's wrong.
Wait, I can't hear you. What is it?
I have a stupid smile on my forehead. We're at Disney Trivia. And we don't know anything.
Does anyone have an...
Stripes. I just want them to get
You thought it like basically it didn't look right? Is that your answer? Okay.
It wasn't about a typical.
October 30th, 1973. When my money ran out, when I had to get back on the plane, when I had to go.
We just got out of Henry Winkler. He's funny, I enjoyed it. Before that, we did some Disney. We might have an Ezra Miller problem. Whoa. So we're trying to see Ezra Miller. You can see behind me the line. We have to walk to the end of the line. Which... It's not too far. It's just the entire length of the convention center. That's all. So before Henry Winkler, we were at Disney Trivia. Lisa got into her roller derby sports spirit and was screaming out answers.
Is that how you saw me? Competitive. The competitive.
She was competitive at trivia. Disney Trivia.
Come sit by my side, come as close as the air.
Thank you for the invite.
will sit in your chair.
You guys didn't know you were going to get a musical today.
That's it. Justice League the musical. They didn't announce that. They're serving dinner here, right? I mean, because when you're in a band, there's lots of downtime, and it's important just to bond as human beings, and we share in a lot of fandoms. And so we started doing this thing where we were just figuring out your fandom identifications and trying to put them all together.
Lisa doesn't have enough internet, so all of the dog pictures are slightly fuzzy on the website.
Incredibly mobile.
Like they're all in the witness protection program.
It was terrible.
Yeah, so I got inspired by one of my manager's other clients who had a very...
Thank you. Hello, beautiful people.
They sit on this side.
Before we get started, I would love to ask a favor. I'm shameless. So, if you think you can embarrass me, bring it. Let me rest in peace. So I got that song and I didn't know how to approach it or anything, and so I got the chord changes from Joss and I started pounding it out on my guitar, and I was like, suddenly I was like, this is like Nirvana. The chord progression is a lot like Nirvana, and this is how we should play it. And all of a sudden it clicked for me, and I said, Joss, this is how to do it. And I played it for him. It's like, yes, if Nirvana wrote it. No, James, it's not going to be that. God. So I didn't get my way again, which is probably why it's still my favorite song. Guys, you were fabulous.
This guy has a mechanical shark that you can ride. Lisa likes it. They've got some karaoke over there. We're leaving Wizard World, and it's raining and it's cold, and Lisa had some work done while she was there.
Hands-free!
Oh, we're missing our walk. We're about to go try some new place for burgers. You're getting a burger, right? That's why we're going, is to try the burgers. Unfortunately, this year it was like 1/4 the size of the last 3 years for Artist Alley. So I didn't find any artwork that I wanted. So I'm sad. I had the money to spend and I didn't get to spend it.
There was a Kermit the Frog picture with the skeletal hand in him.
Freddy Krueger mashup. What's up? It's Saturday night after Wizard World, and I completely forgot to make a recap video with Lisa after we left, so it's just me now. So we went to Wizard World, which is our 4th year in a row of going. It was alright. It's like the first year and the second year that I went, they were amazing. It just keeps getting like, I don't know, less and less exciting. For the second year in a row, Kato Kalin was just randomly at the entertainment stage talking to the crowd, just doing random like entertainment bits, trying to get people riled up. Maybe even doing like trivia or something, I don't know. It's just like really weird. I don't know, it's like usually they have so many artist tables there, like, you know, people rent their tables and they sell their artwork and stuff. But it was so bare this time, it was insane. So I didn't find any artwork to buy, which I'm like really upset over. It's like the one time I have some money to actually spend on artwork, there is none. Because I'm looking for stuff that is not superhero stuff, like I'm looking more for like horror stuff or other pop culture things that are not superhero things. So the only thing that I did want really, really badly was there's this guy who does these framed Garbage Pail Kids, like, I don't even know how to describe it, because he will blow up a Garbage Pail card to be like this big, okay? And then on the side, he puts 3 like actual original Garbage Pail Kids of that Garbage Pail person. And they're amazing. And so there was this one of like an undead Garbage Pail Kid, which of course I wanted. And I was like, alright, I would pay $60 for that. I might even pay a little bit more. But when I asked how much it was, he was like, it's $100. And I was like, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I cannot pay $100. I almost did, but I was like, I just can't. You know that I'm very I'm very against buying these Funko Pop figures because they're just a money suck, because I want just about every single one of them. So like clearly it's just like I can't afford to like pick up that habit, you know? But I did see a couple that were only $10 each, and I couldn't resist it. If you know me, you know that, and I didn't even know that this was one that existed. But oh my god, there is one of Laura Palmer wrapped in plastic. And so they've got this line where they also have the log lady, which I would really like to have. Like, so inside they have rocks, paper. Oh my god. This like cardboard of rocks. We have Laura Palmer wrapped in plastic on her rocks. I mean, it was $10. I could not resist. This is pretty much my favorite show ever. It's ridiculous. Okay. And so the other one I got is because I just also can't resist, because every time I see like figurines of this character, I just really want them very badly. And I don't ever get them because they're too expensive. But I also got the Night King from Game of Thrones. Alright, so here is the Night King from Game of Thrones. They had a couple of the White Walkers, but this is the one that I went with. And then again, here is Laura Palmer in her rocks, wrapped in plastic. Like, that's amazing. It's gonna go over on my nerd wall, nerd shelf. And so, let me show you the other ones that they have here. So, we've got Laura Palmer, Dale Cooper, Bob, Audrey Horne, the Log Lady, which I want. They have Leland and the Giant. I don't really care about any of them except the Log Lady, because it looks like she's got a little log. So, yes, I would take that one. Alright, so remember this. In this April 2018 is the day that I finally broke my Funko Pop figurine cherry and actually broke down and allowed myself. I was like, once I buy one, I'm just gonna be buying them like constantly, because there's so many. Like, this person who was selling them had all of these ones of like characters from the 80s that I have just never even seen before. Like, they had Fraggle Rock and just like all kinds of stuff that like I haven't even thought of for a very long time. I'm also disappointed because I didn't see any shirts that I wanted. Like, what was this? So I'm pretty set on going to Seattle Emerald Con next year. It just happened last month. I just missed it. But it's huge. Last year they had about 90,000 people, if that helps you to understand how many people are there. So it's not as big as a Comic-Con, but it's definitely big enough to be pretty huge and busy, packed. You're probably gonna have to wait in lines. But it also feels like they have a lot of like super epic guests that I would love to see, and comic book writers. Like, everybody who is like my favorite comic book writer is like, they just keep going, and I'm just like, I just need to go. I need to go to Seattle next year. And it's the kind of thing that sells out, so like you need to buy your tickets way in advance, like as soon as they go on sale, because they pretty much sell out like immediately. So that was my Wizard World trip this year. Gotta find myself a new one to go to, because this one is not cutting it anymore. Welcome to Sunday! But I'm all alone. Last week I had Vanessa to shout it out with me, and this week I'm alone. So, I'm sorry I don't have anybody to shout out the days of the week with. So I'm on my way to go get Chinese food. That's all you need to know. So yesterday I did almost 10,000 steps. I was like, let me try to catch up to you guys, and it's just like, it's not working, so I think I give up. Because it's like the more steps that I do, the more steps that you guys are doing, it's like now you're all on like this, I'm gonna do 10K every day kick. And I'm like, could you guys please just stop? Just like stand still for like a week and let me catch up to you, and then we can go. So I worked out today on my bike, which working out on my bike does track some steps. It's not very much. Last time I did it, it tracked about 1,000 steps for every 10 minutes of being on the bike. I am not going for a walk today. It's cold, it's rainy. It's been rainy all weekend. It is PMS week like crazy. I need to grocery shop, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I think. It's PMS week. I don't feel amazing. I've got some different PMS things going on in my body that I usually have to deal with. Like I've had a headache all day. But aside from that, I've been feeling pretty artistic as far as getting some more shadow box art going. So I'm gonna try really hard to do a lot less Xbox because I just want to like do other things with my life. It's just really easy to get sucked up, to get sucked into an Xbox or gaming or whatever, so that I can get other things in life done, because my life just can't be about being on Xbox for all of my free time, which is what it's been for almost a year now. I need to do other things, you know. What's up? It is Monday, and it's been a horrible PMS day. I have a feeling maybe I'm not going to be at work tomorrow or the next day. One of those 2 days, I don't really know yet. Anyway, I'm leaving work 30 minutes early because everybody else left 30 minutes early on Friday and I didn't get to because I had a call overseas. The parking garage smelled so much like popcorn, so I feel like I need to run home and like make some popcorn because it smelled amazing, which is very odd that it should smell like that because I was really craving popcorn last night, but I couldn't really get out of bed. I think I spent my entire day in bed yesterday. This is PMS week, so I'm basically going to be spending all week in bed, probably. And now I'm rushing off to the grocery store to get a few things before werewolf time hits so that I am prepared as best as I can be. And that's that for today. I'm going to go home and get into bed and binge out on some shows or something, probably, or try to make some art in bed. I don't know. Welcome to Monday after work, where I finally get to relax, and I am trying to make it through the rest of Lost in Space, and it's torturing me. I just want it to be over. It's one of those things where like you've put so much time into watching it, but you're like, I don't know that I care that much anymore, but I've watched so far that I just need to finish it out and see what happens. Netflix has a problem with, like,
you want me to do this because
uninteresting shows going on for way too long, and then, like, the super interesting shows being really short. Like, Stranger Things was, like, 8 episodes. What is that about? And then, like, every Marvel show is, like, 13 episodes, and they're just so boring. Me watching Riverdale, Carrie the musical. I'm just like eating popcorn and like, and then every once in a while I'm just like, make out to our lesbian couple, who I won't say who they are. No spoilers, but we get a lesbian couple finally. Today is the day that I finally reached my Fortnite goal. And I got the Dark Voyager outfit and the back bling Dark Matter. And that is pretty much my Fortnite goals for this season, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get high enough to get anything else that's good. Oh my god, you guys. It's Friday after work. It's happy 420. There are some crazy 420 sales happening all over, everywhere. And my friend told me about one of them, so I went and did that. So let me tell you about the deals, okay? deals that I got. And I hit my limit, so I couldn't get any more. If you could believe it. I'm like really stocking up here. Okay, so they had 20 joints for $20, which is already insane. And then they had 5 giant cookies for $20. And they had 2 eighths for $40. Like, I hit my limit. I don't even know what the limit is, but I hit a limit, and so I couldn't get the 2 eighths for $40, so she had to put half of it back. And I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. I'm getting like an insane amount of stuff that's gonna last me like pretty much all summer, I think. So it's amazing, and I can't wait to like try all this stuff. I do have to work tomorrow, so I can't get... Well, who am I kidding? I could do whatever I want, I suppose. But I am excited to do the edibles, because I haven't had edibles in a very, very long time. Our salesperson left today. It was actually finally her last day, and it's going to be so difficult to work there now that she's gone, until somebody else can figure out how to be as good as her. Like, she was really good, so it's just like really going to suck, you know? Like, we had a really good working relationship where, like, I don't know, she just was like really good, you know? And, you know, sometimes you have like a coworker that you just like flow with really well, and I feel like she was the kind of person who like flows really well. And now there's some old guy walking by, and I feel like he saw me talking into the camera and he chuckled to himself. But he's also listening to headphones, so he could just be listening to a podcast and laughing. Even though he's like 80, and I don't know if people who are 80 understand what podcasts are. Anyway, after I went to the dispensary to go to a whole other subject, I got some food at the food carts. And I got some barbecue, so I'm going to go home and eat that barbecue and macaroni and cheese. I mean, I am home, but I'm going to go into the home and eat it. I'm going to eat that up so much, along with possibly my cookie, have some edibles, play some Fortnite, I hope. But yeah, I was over on Mississippi Street again, and it's such a great, it's like, again, here's the second time this month where I'm going out into Portland, like walking around in like places where there's a lot of stuff to do. And I'm like, man, this is why I moved to Portland. I need to get out more. I need to go to these places and like walk around and stuff. But it's hard because I don't have any friends here at this moment who will do that sort of thing with me. And what I mean is, like, when I first moved here, about a year after I first moved here, I made a bunch of friends. And those were the kind of friends that will go out and like do a bunch of stuff with you outside. And I was new, so they were like trying to show me like everything that I should be doing. So like we would walk up and down all of the busy streets that like have, you know, food carts and little shops and just random stuff going on in them. And so I need friends here to do that kind of thing with, to just be like, oh yeah, let's just go walk up and down this street and hang out. Let's have a J, let's have a drink, let's lay in the grass, whatever, that kind of thing. That's what people in Portland do. We smoke J's and lay in the grass. And people have drinks out on the patio. So this is getting to be very long.